Hey guys, Jason, Surviving Dad Life, and on today's episode, we're gonna smoke a chicken. All right, first we're gonna start out. I need to load my hopper. I'm just using the classic blend of that Pit Boss makes. I also get the I can't remember what it's called, competition blend. Both of them are just like basic blends you can use with basically everything. And then I'm going to load up this little old Pit Boss, get this out of the way, because I think my hopper is getting kind of low. So we're going to fill that thing up. I don't know what they have out there. I know they make these little like bucket things to put your pellets in, but they're like stupid expensive. And then I bought this little, it's a container that's supposed to be like airtight to put my pellets in, but it's not like UV resistant, so it's brittle now and it fell apart. So I got to figure out something to put my pellets in. So if you guys have any ideas, let me know. And this brand new bag of pellets had freaking water in it, so my top layer of pellets are basically ruined. I don't know how a new sealed bag has got water in it. But anyhow, I'm gonna load this thing up with pellets. And then we're gonna preheat the smoker to 225 degrees. All right, like I said a while ago, I've got the hopper filled up, and then we're gonna crank this baby on to 225, and I'm gonna let that thing heat up for a while. All right, guys, anytime I smoke a chicken, I always spatchcock it. And in order to do that, you need a good pair of poultry shears and a knife. You're only gonna use this knife for like 2 seconds. But mainly you need a good pair of poultry shears. And I'm gonna show you that here in just a second, because what we gotta do is we're gonna have to cut the spine out of the chicken. So, and a lot of people will tell me, they're like, okay, but I guess I have a hard time figuring out which side the spine is, or I don't know what the problem is with that. But anyway, if you turn your chicken over to go to the front of it, you can see his spine right here. Or if you look, you can see where like his little tail feather would be, or his butt. So right here is where the spine's gonna be. It's real easy to cut. You just take your scissors and go right down the edge of his spine on both sides. You can throw that out, or you can use it to make chicken stock. So, and you can see if you've got a good pair of poultry shears, this will cut fairly easily. But if you don't have a good pair of poultry shears, then this will be a pain in the butt. So I've already got one side out, and we'll go ahead and knock out this other side. When you get further down, closer to his rear end or derriere, it gets a little tougher, but that's all right. We can get through it. So you can use this to make stock or a broth maybe, but I don't do that kind of stuff, so this will go in the trash. After we got that out, some of his chicken parts are in there from his insides. Any kind of big pieces of fat, like right here, I'm gonna cut this out. Fat, big chunks of skin, whatever you want to call. Because this stuff that's just hanging on here loosely is just gonna burn up. All right. right, now in order to spatchcock him, right up here where on the opposite side where his breastbone meets, doesn't really want to lay flat. This is towards the top of the chicken. And this is where you'll want to take a knife, and usually I'll just, and that's all it takes, and you'll be able to push it down easier. So we'll take our chicken, we'll flip it over, push, and since I cut deep enough on that other side, it generally lays pretty flat. Okay, and when we cook it, we're going to lay it just like this into the smoker. The heat will hit the bottom of it where mostly bone is at, while the top side gets all of its smoke. Okay, now that we've spatchcocked our chicken, now we're going to season it. And what I like to do is I take a small amount of olive oil, and I do season both sides of it. A little bit of olive oil in my hand. I'm going to rub it on here. Be careful in bones sticking out like they caught onto my glove. Just a little bit of olive oil, because this is going to help, especially on the other side, crispy up the skin a little bit, and then it's going to help hold the seasoning on there. The seasoning I'm using, I like Fire and Smoke Society stuff, and my family loves this, but it's called Chickalika Bam Bam. I don't know how these guys come up with their names, but whatever works. But we're going to give a really good coating. I don't know how well you guys can see this. I don't have my cameraman today. He's playing hooky. But this seasoning leaves a beautiful color. All right, I'm going to pat her on there, make sure she's on good. And I wish y'all could smell this seasoning. It's delicious. Okay, we're going to flip that over. A little bit of olive oil. So maybe a tablespoon and a half. Make sure we get that on there. Also, when you're seasoning it, make sure you get it all around your wings, in between where the drums are. Get everything coated. Oh, my family's gonna love this. Be pretty liberal with your seasoning. Get it on there. You're not gonna hurt anybody's feelings with flavor. And if you do hurt their feelings with flavor, you don't want them around anyway. Okay. See what I say? I don't know if you guys can see it. When you pull these wings back, there's nothing touching it. Get some seasoning on this bad boy. Bad girl, whatever it is. All right. Now, you noticed earlier how I told you I'm starting up the smoker to let it preheat and get ready. The same time I started preheating was when I started putting my seasoning on this chicken. So that's how long I'm seasoning this thing for. So when your smoker gets up to temp, it's good. Just throw it in there. We're going to leave it for like, I don't know, 2 to 3 hours. We'll check it at 2 hours and see how it's coming along, and then we'll most likely pull it off after about 3. Okay, smoker's been out here warming up for, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes, however the hell long it took. It's at 225 degrees, and I pulled the chicken out of the fridge, and we're going to lay it on there and let it smoke. Okay, on a spatchcock chicken, always put it with the meat facing up. We'll put it right in there. Ooh, doesn't that bird look beautiful? Okay, we got it in there for about 3 hours, but we'll come back and check it in 2 and see how it's kind of crisping up and firming up. Okay, it's been on for, roughly almost 3 hours. The last 20 minutes or though, I changed my smoker to the smoke setting to impart a little bit more flavor. Well, let's take a peek at it. That, my friends, looks like a delicious little chicken. All right, we're gonna pull this thing off, and then we'll let it rest for 15-20 minutes. Then I'll start pulling it apart and carving it. All right, this bad boy is ready for us to cut up. It's been 15-20 minutes since it's been 15-20 minutes since I took it off. Ooh, that skin's pretty crispy. So I'm just gonna take out the breast here, and then I'll cut off a couple slices and we'll give it a try and see how it is, or see how good it is. Get in here close while I'm cutting this. Can you see that? Oh man, you might not see it. Oh my gosh, look how beautiful that is. Look at that meat in there. Look at that. You can see all the juices on here. Look at that meat. There you go. We're going to take this piece. I'm going to chop her in half. Try that, Colton. Tell me what you think.
That's good.
Is it?
That's really good.
Oh shit, that's delicious. You've got to try that Fire and Smoke Society, their Chicka Licka Bam Bam. That stuff is a stupid name, but oh man. Oh god, that stuff, the seasoning's really good, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's one of the best chickens I've made in a long time, and it's super moist. You're gonna love it. So the next chance you guys get to stop off the store, or maybe go to their website and get some of their seasoning, I'd jump all over it. It's got a little bit of a tang to it, a little bit of a bite, maybe a little spicy, but it's all good. Oh man, that's delicious. Anyway, guys, back up. Thanks for sticking out on this video, sticking around, hanging out on this video. Go out, get you your own chicken, smoke that thing, and I promise you that you will love it. Anyway, I'm going to get off here. We're going to devour this, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.